Let's now turn to another example, that is evaluating Kant's categorical imperative, Kant's deontology, using our three criteria. Okay, and we're going to go in the order that I wanted to go because I think it makes some sense. That is, consistency with the facts of moral life. And remember, consistency with the facts of moral life, and roll back a few pages so you can take a look and make sure you understand what we're talking about. Consistency with the facts of moral life means it's consistent with our it is consistent with our moral background knowledge, our experiences of making moral decisions, how we make moral decisions, disagreements with others on moral issues, being mistaken in our moral beliefs, giving reasons for accepting our moral beliefs. Now, from this perspective, Kant looks like he's okay on this one. I mean, at least he certainly has some very good things. That is, here are certain basic facts of moral life that Kant accounts for. He accounts for how you ought to make decisions. He accounts for the fact that your intention, that what you want to do, is important and is critical. In fact, he thinks more critical than anything. And it also that his categorical imperative, that you can only act on those maxims that are universalizable, that it really embodies four characteristics that all moral norms, all moral standards need to have. That is, moral dominance, that morality is more important than legality, than practical considerations, that it applies regardless of where you are and which country you're living in. It applies in every place, and impartiality, and that's even kind of built into the notion of universalizability. That is, that all the maxims have to apply regardless of location and regardless of impartiality, is who you are, what person it applies to. And finally, it also is ultimately based on reasonableness. That is, what makes a maxim, non-universalizable is that you cannot consistently want it to be a universal law. Well, that's the definition of rationality. In fact, that's one of the strengths of Kant's theory. So on this account, at least from these perspectives, Kant seems to be consistent with these facts about moral life.